Should have heard that last. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. Will you please join, or Carol, will you please lead us in prayer?
Would you bow your heads, please? Gracious God, we thank you for the opportunity to gather today. And Lord, we thank you for the many blessings that each and every one of us have received by being a Rotarian, for they are far and wide, and sometimes we don't even realize that they are blessings to us. And we pray, Lord, that we are able to bless others through Rotary. We know, Lord, that attendance has not always been what we'd like it to be throughout this pandemic, but we know that our sisters and brothers are still out there doing service above self. And that is what is most important. We thank you, Lord, for the Impact Club, which was a creative way of being able to involve people that can't come to a meeting every week, but allows us to expand and to continue the work that the purpose of this club was developed for many years ago. Lord, we lift all who are not here with us today for whatever reason, and especially, Lord, I'm not sure exactly why, but my heart has been thinking about a fellow Rotarian, Walt Austin. And I'm not sure if there's something going on, but we lift up Walt today, particularly to you. In your name we pray, Lord. Amen.
The Pledge of Allegiance, please. Pledge of
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I just realized where the four-way test is. It's hidden behind the flag. So I'm going to go ahead and scoot this out of our way. And if you would join me in the four-way test.
First, is it the truth? Second, is it fair to all concerned? Third, will it build goodwill and better friendship? Fourth, will it be beneficial to all concerned?
Thank you very much. So as Carol led us in prayer, she discussed about our Impact Club, and we made the news. We were in the Intelligencer for our Impact Club. Really nice story. Katrina, thank you so much for beautifully writing this. Way better than I could have ever created an article.
Yes,
and
it was wonderful.
it really is, and really exciting, and love that, our word's getting out there, and we are just going to be able to make a bigger impact in the community. So just a couple updates on upcoming projects. Well Springs, me and Josh, who is one of our new Impact members, went and did all of our shopping over the weekend, and I'm going to deliver everything tomorrow to Well Springs. I'm going to try to be there around 10 a.m. If anybody wanted to join me, just to drop stuff off, please feel free. It's a pretty quick delivery. Well Springs, if you're not familiar, is a local pregnancy center that helps out new parents, new mothers with all of their needs. There's no questions asked. If they need any formula, diapers, clothing for their kids, they have a beautiful place set up. If you drive past it, it just looks like a house. But from inside, it's so special. And Teresa, one of the beautiful women that donates her time at the pregnancy center, will be coming next month to speak about it. So this is one of our district grants that we've been doing for quite some time now, providing supplies for the pregnancy center. And it's just great to know that this is actually going directly to local families in need. So Rise Against Hunger, I got the email with everything in it. Did everybody get the email with the sponsor letters and how to sign up? Yeah, you resent it after the last meeting. So I just want to make sure that you're signing up if you're going to volunteer. This is something that we want to invite all of our friends, family, anybody you can think of, children that are probably self-sufficient, probably like 8 or above, are great to participate in this. And we're going to fill 20,000 meal bags. So yes,
I think we have either 5,000 or 6,000.
you
I think we
read
have 6.
my mind. I wrote down
I know,
sponsor amount.
We had 5,000, and I think we got another 1,000 after that.
Awesome. So we're either between 5,000 or 6,000 on our sponsorship. We were looking for 7,500.
We need 7,500 to pay for the meals.
Okay.
So we might have to do other expenses. I don't know. I think everything's going to be done. the hall is donated.
Oh, wow.
Um,
I didn't know if we were gonna have an expensive one.
No.
That's
it's donated.
incredible.
So, yeah, so we're doing really well.
That is awesome, 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 awesome.
So
And I
I
know,
got
Bri-
3 checks today. I don't know if these are part of it or not. But this is just the money that I've received. This Virginia Dunn. Responded to Brianna's request. I don't know if you're on the email or not, but I just responded. Virginia Dunn Laney for 50,
Yeah, that is.
James Frey for 250.
Who is it?
James Frey.
Fry, James Fry, that's Jay Fry. Yes, that's,
Right,
he's
okay.
from Wheeling.
And John Kepner for 100.
Yes.
So
and you
I
let
knew
Bri-
about those, but
and you let Brianna know already?
yes, I did.
You
So
are wonderful. Write
That
down.
was what was in the box.
Oh, awesome, awesome, awesome. So, hey, we're getting closer and closer. That is March 19th, which is, wow, gonna be here before we know it. Time is flying. Don't know how's it happening. I think we need to slow down, but I can't control that, unfortunately. Just another announcement on one of our projects. So the Glendale reading is back in full effect. We've already had some of our members. I think Linda just read to one of the classes. Is that correct? Last week, awesome. So I think we're just looking for one more time slot to be filled. It would be a Friday time slot from 1 to 1:30, and this would be reading to the 3rd grade level. So if we give it for one more volunteer for that.
And I can't do Fridays, but I've done that class before. The teachers are super to work with and very flexible. So, I mean, it's a good, it's one of you has to want to.
Did we send out an email about that or anything?
Not specifically about that one. I was really thinking that I would have somebody.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Like maybe I should send out. an
I was gonna
email.
say, if we don't.
Nobody, and then nobody's jumping up. Here yet, so maybe I should send another email.
So say, hopefully, somebody that just wasn't here the last
Right.
couple weeks would be able to do
If
that.
not, I'll do it, but Fridays are just really not for us.
I'm sure we could get somebody. We've got all these impact members now and helpers, so they just need to know, and I'm sure that they can help. I was waiting for you to chew it, because I hate to put people on the spot, because I'm so good at that. But we have Brittany Riley joining us today from Kennan and Kennan. She wants to become a new member. She reached out to us through our Facebook page. So if you just wanted to introduce yourself and say a couple things.
Hi, I'm Brittany. This is Stone. This is my youngest. I'm married to my husband, Tim. I'm originally from Sardis, Ohio, but I've lived in Moundsville now since about 2009. And Tim was a Navy vet. And I bet some of you probably know his grandmother. She worked at the courthouse for years. She was Norma Glover Sign. Everybody always seems to know. She's infamous. So if I'm ever in a pinch, I just mentioned his grandma. But so I started real estate in 2014 and trying to get back in it. And I just wanted to do something more. I feel like I've been a stay-at-home mom for the past couple of years, which is great. Sorry, I'm a crier. And so I thought a lot about my New Year's resolution and like seeing the abundance that I have and always feeling like, oh, I don't have enough. I gotta do more, I gotta do more. And seeing that in my voice, it's not what I wanted. I wanted to be able to appreciate the abundance that I have and how can that's my sweetheart. How can I be thankful for that and teach that to my voice? How can we reach out and help in the community? And so what I gotta do, I can't just think about it and talk about it. I need to reach out and be productive. So that landed me on the Rotary page and that was my first step in trying to do something to give back and do that for my boys too. Sorry. We found a good spot. Well,
Thank you so much for joining us today, and you're obviously teaching your boys how to lead with love, which is a beautiful, beautiful thing. Thank you. Bonnie wanted to share something with us today, so I wanted to give you the opportunity.
Thank you. I'm here promoting the Strand today. The Strand is offering classes to seniors at no charge. And they are forthcoming. The first one is Tuesday, or it's called Showcase. It's Tuesday, they're every Tuesday night, and there's no charge, and they're only 3 weeks long. They start, the doors open at 6 o'clock, and the program is at 6:30. The first one is writing. The second is improvisation, which is like acting. We're speaking in front of people. And the last one is rhythm, and it's done by Jason Birch. So wanted to let everyone know, I have cards here if you are interested in taking any of these classes. They're only 3 weeks in length, and it just sounds like a lot of fun, and they're all held at the Strand. Thank you.
Thank you, Bonnie, for
Uh-huh.
sharing that. And may I ask, rhythm, is that a dancing?
No,
Oh,
Acting.
gotcha.
Well, I guess that's dancing also.
Thanks, Bonnie. All right, so I just wanted to discuss this because it is coming up that time of year that we kind of talk about our annual fundraiser. So I didn't know if we were gonna put together a separate annual fundraiser, or is the flag project gonna be our fundraiser moving forward? And I would just love the input of the club and want to see where we want to go with this.
I don't think we should count on that first.
Okay. I'm great with that. I just wanted to put out, so let's just put on our thinking caps and kind of see what we want to do. I know last year we did the Yeti cooler, the meat package, and something else awesome. Oh, the grill. And that seemed to be like a
Can we
really,
do something like that again? Because that was work. Well, I might have to choose you.
Yeah, see? And I still lost. Hundreds of dollars. No Yeti cooler.
I wanted to go buy you Yeti cooler. I felt so bad for you.
I'll take that.
well, how about we kind of think about it over the next week or two and then come back with some ideas, and then we'll go from there, start reaching out and see if we could get some discounted rates on something. Anybody has any connections? This is our time to kind of say, hey, help the Moundsville Rotary Club. We want to be able to help our community with making the most impact. So just a thought there. And I think I have said everything I wanted to say today. Is there anybody else that wanted to share anything? Yes, Joni?
Okay, not getting very far with the flag storage. I called Halls, that's what you were talking about, the storage. I called them, they won't call me back. One of his mechanisms does not have anything left. Hearts, which is up on the hill, they have one, and it's a 10 by 10, which is fairly large. It's $60 a month. Washington Land has one that's opening up the next day or so. It's 8 by 12. But again, it's a fairly large one. We would probably want a 5 by 10. Is what I'm thinking. But this is the only one they have, and they have what they call $65 a month. Or if you do auto pay, it's $60.
We're going to get a larger one, if it's available, and then be looking for it all.
Yeah, I mean,
Or
I
you
think
buy it
the
before
only
the
thing
price
I
goes
can ask, and I should.
Year,
Right, oh, yeah.
Because that would be a I thought the same, and see, I do have a fit in with the guy who cannot co-op. He works at co-op, but he has sort of like him. I can't think of his name, so I'm sorry, I'm having hard. But he's looking for us.
So we have a big garage and at our second location, that there's literally nothing in it. I don't know how like the drop off, it's not easily, yeah, really, but I mean, there's like an alley that you can get to it. I don't know if they would like house storage.
Is this the West Bank?
Yeah, and like there's, I mean, it's like a 2-car garage, so it's big, but I'm sure there's parties. But I don't know what that looks like for like, you know, and there's a lock, and obviously there's a lock and everything. It's just, it doesn't have the like garage door is no longer working, but there's like just a regular door, so I don't know if that's.
He says it will work, we'll make it work.
The boxes, I don't have my paperwork with me, but I mean, if we didn't fit in individual boxes, then, you know, that would.
I mean, I have to ask like insurance for like, you know, what I mean, all of that,
Right.
is logistics. Yes.
Yeah,
don't know
and
why
I can find out if it is,
it's like right now.
if it is a possible, please do not apologize, that's an awesome, awesome
Yeah.
thought.
I don't know if it'll work, or at least you can come look at it.
Yeah, and if it sounds like something that they would even be open to, you know, we want to know, like, do we have to be there between certain hours or certain days, or could we kind of just come and go, because that would be, yeah, that would be great as well. Yeah.
That would be really nice.
Yeah, I'll have to, I've been in it forever, so I'll have to look to make sure, you know, you're not like using it for other. Like,
The garage door's broke. You said the door's broke?
I think it's like made to where it doesn't open.
Okay, gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
I would,
I literally.
I would
Well,
think,
I don't know, but
I don't expect you to know a lot about a garage that nobody uses. But I would think once we like want to store them,
if Linda was there.
we're gonna take them off and break them down,
Yeah,
so
there's like room to fit.
I don't think the door would, you know, be an issue.
I was gonna say, if it was broke, I mean, we could pay for it to be fixed.
Well, that's what I was
Yeah.
thinking too, we could offer to do that if
But
they
if it's,
allow
if
it.
it's sealed shut, then that's
That's a
different.
different story, but yeah.
That's an awesome thought, yeah, that could be a huge saver, and I mean, if we put low cost, that could be where we could spend the money on the website possibly.
If I could just say, Jack Brooks has the big space down where Take 'em Out is. And there is some storage there, and I know that UMAC was using it for some storage there as well. So Jack Brooks, I have his number, maybe you could use it. I think probably Dave Bledsoe's the guy you're probably thinking
That's
about
very
for
good.
the.
Ah.
I have his, I'll share his contact info. He's known him forever.
Thanks for showing up today.
I'm telling Scott, I've been inviting him for years. And he belongs to Lions, but you can do both.
And I was a Rotarian in
Yes, you were.
2001, so I welcome the opportunity to come back, actually.
You can come every day.
Yeah, no pressure.
What is that?
The doors are locked until you say yes.
Jack Brooks, he has the old Reichert's building on Jefferson Avenue. I just know like UMAC was storing stuff in there and he's got that big old, you mean, take a bows on the bottom floor, but I'm sure, I don't know, you mean, but I've heard that they rented some space there. So I just look into it.
Awesome. We like this brainstorming,
Mhm.
finding some ideas when we thought we hit a wall, so this is great. Is there anything else that the club wanted to discuss? Yes, Carol?
Well, actually, I don't want to take away somebody else's thunder. So before I make this statement, I'm going to ask our two scout experts if they might want to share what happened this weekend with the first girl becoming an Eagle Scout.
Tom was there.
Well, Tom, would you share for us?
Actually, she's the first Eagle Scout in the High River Valley Council. That's the council here. She's not the first one in the state. She's the first one in the council here. Very good girl, very good leader, some skill with the troop. And the troop just started a year and a half ago out of Simpson. Maddie,
She's only 13.
she's 13 years old.
13.
Whoa, that's
Noticed that.
incredible. Wow. That's really young, right, for an eagle?
Tom's jealous that she's not in history,
Because of what?
because she's not in history.
Oh, I got it. That's why he was a little reluctant on sharing the information.
And I put him on the spot, you know, he had to think about it. Oh, sorry, I'll make it fine for Mike.
You didn't do anything wrong, Cody. You're good.
I just thought since we've always supported scouting
She is a wonderful, their whole entire family. They are top-notch scouters. If there's ever an apocalypse, you should probably find them. Plus, the food that they can cook is just out of this
So
world.
these are really great people for us to become friends with.
I've never had pulled pork like that.
She would probably speak.
She would.
Kind of amazing.
I'll send you the dates. that are great. I'll send you the dates.
That would be excellent, and that would be great, because I was gonna say, I hope we have the opportunity to work together or meet her,
Oh,
but.
she'll be in school, right?
She's homeschooled. They're homeschooled, so.
Awesome.
It'd be
I'll
great
send
to
you
meet
the
the
dates that are-
family, yeah.
But when I send them to you, keep in mind that they could become filled anytime, so if she's available, check with me before you tell her for sure.
Thank you, Carol. That was great information to
I
know.
think we need to find him for
Really,
this one.
really,
Just
really
already
impressive.
figures
I was thinking that she was gonna be
appropriately.
17 or 18, because that's a lot of Eagle Scout. 13 is incredible.
Everybody have a good week.
Mike, you have the best day.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, she's
All right, now the mic's gone. We could go ahead and introduce our speaker.
I
I'm
heard
just
that.
kidding. So we are super excited. If you don't know this man that's gonna speak to our group, you need to. He is a wonderful human being. He has done so much for our community. He has shared and spread the word for so many places in our community, and just a fun person to be around. So let's welcome Scott Reager, Marshall County Chamber of Commerce.
Pass out a little information. We have so many dates that we do stuff. So, pass that out. I'll pass this out. If you do not get the newsletter, the chamber newsletter, just send me a little email. So you can get on it. I think I know most of you, like, I'm the executive director of the Marshall County Chamber of Commerce. Going on 5 years. So in May will be 5 years. So it's been an exciting adventure for me. My background's been in insurance and financial services. I've done recruiting and a little bit of everything, but it's all about relationships. So it's nice to get out and talk to Rotary and the Lions Club and the different organizations that we have. Because it's still about people. We're in people business. So that's what's exciting about the chamber. I do have some trivia questions. I like gifts. I like free gifts. Never free, right? Somebody pays for it. So if you could raise your hand, I got 3 trivia questions. Can somebody tell me what the grand prize is for this year's expo? So the drawing, what actually?
Oh, Grandview.
An overnight stay.
There you go.
With Cody. With Cody.
Nice day at that.
Who I say, thank you to Grandview Park. They're great.
Way to go, Katrina.
Can anybody tell me one of our new members for the Chamber of Commerce this year? That's several. All right, go ahead.
Chip Calasie from Omni.
Oh,
Oh,
you're so close.
so close.
Katrina.
If I feel
Katrina reads my newsletter.
like.
Good.
Jennifer Roberts.
That's close.
Rotary Financial.
I got a wardrobe going
All right, last
All the
one.
colors.
She wins this. We're not going to.
Okay, I won't drop my name.
All right. Who catered the last chamber breakfast we had at the office?
What's her name?
Who catered? We had-
Molly.
She was a new member.
Doherty's her last name.
Karen.
Aaron Mike Doherty.
I don't even know who said that. There you go.
And it was really good.
It was.
Now, she does a nice job. She's getting started. We did breakfast, but she does a little bit of everything. She has like a Mexican bar. They can do a little bit of everything. So they're going to be at the expo too. They'll have a booth. So we're going to try to do this. So we did a nice job. And Mike's daughter actually does baking. I think it's called. Have you ever heard of that?
Yes.
She's a senior at John Marshall. She's big balls, all the cupcakes. I've used her maybe about 4 times. So but she's really good. She does a nice job. So that's on Facebook. We need that information. A couple things I passed out. Of course, we have our expo coming up. I'll go into that in detail here in a minute. But the other piece of paper that I passed out is the member-to-member discount. The chamber's done this before. We always get offered, or we always get asked, hey, what do you get for your value when you join the Chamber of Commerce? Well, besides the relationships that we build, the marketing, the education that we provide, one of the things we want to do is get back to a member-to-member discount. We're doing this as an incentive to business. We're not trying to take any business away from you. So if it doesn't make sense for you, don't do it. But we have had some responses, like Craig has mentioned a couple things up at the park. Like if you're going to do a business luncheon, a breakfast, or some kind of reception, that they would be offering some kind of discount for members. And the purpose here, we can offer 20% discount for chamber members. And we got about 4 or 5 things. Alexander's have said stuff. The hotel up at the Highlands, they've offered some discounts. But we're trying to do it. I'm trying to go back out to members that kind of struggle too. Like BW3's come to mind. I've been in here lately. They don't have a whole lot of traffic flow. So try to reach out to those places to see if there's something they can't do on a certain night to offer a discount as an incentive to get them business. It's not just, hey, let's give a discount. You know, it's not for everybody, but we're trying to put some stuff together. So and we're going to roll this out probably in the fall. So we're just collecting information. So if anybody is interested in that and wants to talk about that kind of stuff, we'd be happy to do. There's some other chambers that I've seen that actually gets discounts with GPS. So I'm kind of looking into that. Some different, discounts you can get. So we're going to try to see what we come up with and then try to roll that out in the fall. So the other thing, of course, is the expo. Expo is coming up March 4th and 5th at the Penitentiary. A lot of sponsors this year. There are a lot of people, excited to come because the Young Chamber's not doing theirs this year. So we should have a good turnout. On the 3rd, we're going to have a business after hours that will be hosted by Channel 9. First time that we're hosting it after hours. We're excited. We have Melissa Caulfield. She's on our board. So I kind of do my leverage on her a little bit, back and forth. So we're going to do it. Button Bucks will be catered. So there will be drinks. The other thing I want to tell you about, there's a lot of different stuff we're going to do. I know West Banco is a sponsor. We're going to do a leprechaun toss on Saturday. Some lucky boy or girl is going to win a bicycle. We have the Mountaineer coming on Friday night. We also have the Washington Wild Things coming. We're going to have capes and pianos with their characters be there. John Marshall's engineering department's coming. They're going to do a demonstration of some of their drones. So we'll have a lot of different stuff scheduled. So we're looking for a big turnout. That's going to be the 4th or 5th. So if you're interested in being there, we'd love to have you. The other thing is, this is our calendar. The ever-changing calendar of events. So I'm just going to go over some of these things so you know. Of course, we just talked about the business after hours. The other thing is it's coming together, which have a meeting tomorrow. We're going to do this workforce symposium. We're going to try to do it in Marshall County, but it's just a little bit bigger than us in Marshall County. So we're going to take it up to the Highlands. We're probably going to do a breakfast up there. I'll partner up with the Wheeling Chamber, then West Virginia Development Office, West Virginia Northern Community College. And what it is we're going to talk about the issues that are facing the workforce today. Job fairs are dead. Don't work. Job fairs don't work. It's hard to post, to drive traffic on the journey. Everybody's experiencing it. It's hard to get people to the website to fill out an application. So we're going to talk about some of the issues, some of the success other businesses had, other resources that are out there. So that'll be on April 6th. We're going to have a meeting tomorrow to confirm everything, then we'll get that information out to you. So we're pretty excited about that coming together. Ladies lunch, we're having a meeting tomorrow at 11 o'clock. So anybody that's on that committee, we're going to do a ladies lunch program again up at Grandview. I think it was scheduled for, what did I say? 27. So we're going to have speakers, probably 3 speakers, kind of do what we did last time. So we'll be meeting for the first time tomorrow. Then on May 4th, the school system wants to do another business after hours, and they want their engineering department to show all the different programs that they have, all the STEM programs, engineering and stuff. So they have it pretty detailed out. So we're pretty excited to do one with them. So I'll get more information on that. Let's see. Car show. Car show is scheduled for the 3rd of June. That's always the first Friday, so we're excited about that. That's always a good good turnout for that show. Then the school or the city of Moundsville wants to host a business after hours. I think they're kind of thinking to do it at East End to showcase their new swimming pool and the playground area and all that kind of stuff. That we're on down there. So that one's scheduled. We're cutting back on our business after hours this year. We used to try to do one a month. It's tough to do one a month. I don't want people to get obligated to do them. And we want to make sure when we do have them, they're fun, we're networking, doing what we're supposed to do. So we're kind of cutting back probably to 7 or 8 this year, but it'll be fun. In July and August, going back and forth to talk to Craig, I've talked to Betsy. We're talking about partner up, which I've been talking to Erica Storch. I've been talking to Wendy, over at St. Clair, doing a mixer business after hours for all of us to get together. So we would like to host one, probably Grandview. I mean, that seems like the best place to do one, and then have one in Wheeling and have one in St. Clair. Invite all our memberships to just come mingle. It's nice to network with other people outside. You know, get to the meetings. So we're going to plan that probably in July or August. September, we'll do our breakfast, state of Marshall County. In the past, we've had the county commission, we've had RED, school system, W, talk, and I think tourism. So we'll do that again probably in September. Moving right along, continuing healthcare Shady Side is Jennifer.
She is a member again.
Yeah, Jennifer's super involved. You know what I mean? She's super involved with us at the chamber. She comes over to breakfast, she comes to the expo, she does sponsor a lot of stuff, so we're excited to have her involved, and she wants to do this after hours, so we're gonna do that one in August. Our tailgate party fundraiser, we did that the first time last year. I kind of screwed some things up, thought I was being clever. I thought I'd pick a bad game, and we'd go to Grandview and have a tailgate party. It wasn't bad, we still made some money, you know what I mean? But I thought people still want the game, because it was a home game. Note to self. So this year, we're going to do it on October 1st. And it's an away game, and it's against Texas. So we think we'll have a good turnout. It was fun. People that came had a blast. We had a band up there. We had all kinds of door prizes and giveaways. So I mean, it was packed. Good view. So we had a good time. But that's when we're going to do it again, October the 1st. Annual dinner, October 13th. We're in talks with different people to see. We don't know who. That's an ongoing process. Community night, we did a community night last year, our tree gala. Katrina, you're involved in that, sponsored, West Bank is one of our big sponsors for that, so that was nice, it's different, you know what I mean? And people could come bring the kids, take a look at the trees and stuff. So we did that a couple nights before, we had Santa Claus there. So it was fun, and W, I think they donated some cookies, milk, coffee, and that stuff, so it was nice, so we'll do that again this year. Tree auction is set for the 10th, November the 10th. November's so busy because we have so much going on, so we have to kind of really hatch this stuff out. Christmas parade will be November the 19th. Then we'll have our scavenger hunt, which I believe the people are really into that scavenger hunt. We did Elf on Shelf. And I think, I want to say, I can't remember how many it did, to be honest. 15, 20, I don't even remember what it did. 20. So I just randomly took Elf on the Shelf dolls, passed them out everywhere. And then I try to give clues to, you know, because our membership got 207 members. But I try to give them to different places so people get a check. People have lots of that. You know what I mean? So I think we'll do it 2 days, not just one day. But it was fun. It was something, and a matter of fact, I think Rotten Bucks and somewhere else still has theirs up. Rotten Bucks is on the deer head. I still see it sitting up. So I don't know if they keep it all year. But there's different places around town. It's fun. And then what we do is we draw prizes and stuff. And we, you know, I buy from the businesses, and then that's what we usually do for Saturday. So that we're going to do that again. That was pretty fun. Small Business Saturday will be scheduled for the 26th, and then that will lead us into our holiday decorating contest for the businesses. Besides that, I'm working on summer concerts. So that's always a give and take because you got to find the venue, and you got to find the band, do that date. So we're working on that. We're still working on our breakfast. We probably will not have one next month because we try to do it in the first week. But we're having business after that first week. Overload for us. And then we'll also do schedule our lunch. What do I know? New business is coming in. Anybody heard about Cameron Pool? Coming in. Cameron Pool Force. Yes. They are coming to Moundsville. They're not announcing where, but they are definitely coming. Of course, Osaka joined and God willing, they're gonna get open sometime, because it's been a long time coming. So they're here. PJ's is here. Dunkin' Donuts will be in the fall. That process will start. I mean, I know that they're still talking about a lot of things going down at the other, down by Holiday and down on that end. I know, I'm pretty sure it's a car wash is one. They're trying to get a restaurant down there. There's some other things they're talking about down there. So, other than that, we did talk about the hometown pizza. They're in the old pig door. They opened up, but they have limited hours. So, other than that, that's pretty much the newer ones that I know. Businesses are coming in, and we try to work with Red. I mean, I have no clue getting businesses here. I can tell you what I'd like to have, of course, you know what I mean? What we don't have. But there is a lot of interest. And of course, everybody always throws the cracker out there. We don't have a cracker. As far as Country Club, we tell you much about that. I mean, unlike everybody else, I'm an ad hoc board member to Red. I'll just say this on Red's behalf. They didn't push the Country Club out. It was up for sale. They made an offer, made a better offer, but in the process, it seems like now as they have replaced some board members down there, they're trying to save it. They're asking for membership. Of course, saying you want to be a member, the time to write a check is always a different procedure. And they think they've saved it. I don't know for how long, but they're in the drive now to get membership because they got maintenance, equipment, all that stuff. You know what I mean? So they feel like they're going to be open. I talked to John Marshall. He's in charge of the VMAC. They're going to try to schedule their golf scramble down there this year, but there's a lot of things that have to be worked out because I don't believe Fralix is there. We do a golf scramble. I'm in Holden. Zach Blair is my board president, and we talked because Wheeling did reach out to us about having a golf scramble up there. A little prideful, but we'll see what happens. I mean, the only problem, what's nice about the golf scramble, I talked to Katrina because she's been on my board, is that's the only time we get to network with some of those people. When I say some of those people, I don't see Rich Lucas, I don't see Tony Gentile, a lot of these names people know, but the presidents, the vice presidents of banks, they don't come to our stuff. They'll come to that golf outing. And it's nice to just get the opportunity to get in front of someone. And they'll bring other people from outside, like county, to golf. So that's a nice networking opportunity to do that. So we're going to see going forward, we're going to sit down with the golf pro down there, see what they can do. I know people that have had golf scrambles down there and brought food in. I know Jason Pettit, and I know Jason Pettit here. He's done them before. He said he's had it catered. They sat outside and had a tent, do all that kind of thing. So we'll try to make something work. So that's what we're talking about. That's about all the news gossip that I know. Unless anybody's got any questions. Katrina's always a mayor tell me stuff. I'm trying to confirm with her what I know. No, so, but other than that, anybody else have any questions about the chamber? What direction? Of course, our board president is back. One of the things we're trying to do is, like I said, just put things together, be a little more organized, and work out with different organizations. Scheduling is always, you know what I mean? I try to get that information out there. I'll probably tackle something I probably shouldn't have, but that's okay. There's all the pressure on me. A community calendar, we try to link that up with the CDP because there's just so much information. I'm trying to get that thing loaded up so when people plan their activities, that there's not something going on at the Strand Theater. Same time there's something going on at Grand Park or downtown. Because I mean, how many last? I think it was a Saturday. I think there was 2 steak fries, and then you were doing your thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not that there's a perfect day, but when you have 2 major steak fries and something for him at the same time, that's why I try to get that stuff on the calendar or get it to Olivia at CVB so she can get it up there so people can kind of look at that first when they're planning activities a little better. Any questions? Thank you.
Thank you so much for
Yes,
joining us
absolutely.
today. I'm not
Absolutely.
kicking you out. You take your time, but I wanted to just fill up your hands a little bit more and say thank you for speaking today.
Sweet.
I figured you would be all for that. I had mince in the line last week, but I thought, oh, Scott, he'd rather have the chocolate. And I don't blame you. I wish I could put beer in it for you, but you know, it's still a daytime event. But I know I had the opportunity to speak with Scott a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I just was speaking on the behalf of the Rotary, and I just mentioned, if there's anything that he needs extra volunteers for, or anything for the county commission, that we would love to help. So I'm just hoping that he'll reach out and say, hey, we need you, and we'll get some people in mind. Just a thought too, I bet you still have tables there for the expo. Just a thought, and I'm not putting any pressure on anybody, but that might be a good opportunity for us to present our flag project. Oh, yeah, so maybe we'll brainstorm about that.
One for it.
I think it's 175. I think it's like the same as number, but I'll double check.
About that. All right, so is there anything else we want to discuss today? I know Cody shared some information. We're going to continue chartering the local Boy Scout troop. And with that, we got a couple more troops to help support our flag project. So how many troops are we up to now, Cody?
Oh, I always have to count. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I don't have to ask, Rob. Are you gonna do it? You gonna ask? 7.
Wow, so think of how many helpers. So it doesn't matter the size of the door. We got lots of helpers.
Yeah, we could build a door.
Right. Well, assembly line, something.
But I was like, hey, yeah, I'll sign this paperwork, but, I'm gonna need your help. And so we got that homework.
Awesome. We appreciate that. Well, if there's nothing else to discuss, you all have a wonderful day, and we'll see you back here next week. And I think Juno's presenting for us next week. Is that correct? That will be next week, right? Or
Next week.
yeah, the time is going so fast, so fast. Well, have a wonderful day. Slamming this thing so hard.
Hey.
You got it. Oh, happy to sign my life away.
I agree.